What is Freedom Games? Freedom Games is a publisher founded in 2020 that was built at the very notion of partnership, supporting indie developers and helping them to get their games made. In partnership with Freedom Games, Jen is proud to present a showcase of all upcoming games they got in the works. In partnership with Freedom Games. Makes sense. And here I am, just streaming this live reaction without any notion and agreement, which they probably won't like, and throw at me copyright claims here and there. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe that'll be nothing. Maybe that'll be everything. I don't know. I don't know if this one is gonna be salvageable, because I didn't put a lot of work into muting everything. Summer Game Fest. Zero. Summer! Gaming! Summer of Gaming 2022!
Welcome back to IGN's Summer of Gaming. The festivities continue tomorrow, but right now, we'd like to let the good times roll. Freedom Games is a publisher founded in 2020 that was built on the very notion of partnership, supporting independent developers and helping them get their games made. In partnership with Freedom Games, IGN is proud to present a showcase of all the upcoming games they've got in the works.
You read the description! Which I did earlier. Freedom Game, Set Surfing, Freedom Games, it's a nice mascot, like KFP, в стаканчике Ара. Okay, world premiere. Of what? It's a little bit Nightmare Fuel-ish.
The world of Good Heavens is created procedurally. Moreover, the races, the cities and their cultures, also the history of the city with its neighbours and their behaviours are procedural as well. Players wild combinations. A town of nudist elves are radical and aggressive in their behaviour, so they're attacking anyone who enters their town with their clothes on. Another random combination could be BDSM-loving vampires or hippie werewolves. It's a comedy game. Once we create the world with its towns, cultures and history, the world will start interacting with itself. The cities will start evolving according to their cultures and their respective technology path. They trade with other cities and harness resources from their environment. If the player
I wanted to ask how it's not becoming a mess when everything is procedure generated. Good heavens, I should remember this. But man, that is a cool concept. It's Fire Emblem looking thing. Symphony of War. It's made in RPG Maker? Oh boy. Yeah, it's from Fire Emblem like 50 different classes. Horsebow, Siren, Sentinel, Siege Cannon, Morale. Grow your army from 8 to 180. 40 campaign hours. That's a lot. Damn. How many hours? Got to oh, so it's upgrading system like in Civilization, or like in Heroes of Might and Magic.
6 years ago, we set out to create a brand new strategy RPG series, and today we're finally ready to announce the first title's official launch date. And that launch date is right now, today. Please go check it out.
Symphony of War available now? Discount? At least I need to wishlist this. So, Symphony of War, it's out today. Really low price. Just go. If you love RPG and strategy, at least wishlist. Which I did. Retreat to NN. Another survival game.
We are an awareness of ourselves.
There was a potato. How is this game any different from any other survivor game?
Retreat to NN.
Or not. The choice is yours. August the 5th. But is it out now? like Symphony of War? No. Also, I won't have to grind for resources.
Your abilities in the game are attached to your spirit level. If your
What? So you're saying the core mechanic of this game is that you have to stop, sit, and relax. To let the mind flow. I'm not sure that mechanic works in the game.
It's not procedurally generated, so
Oh.
every path you take, every valley you walk into, every corner you turn, I tried to make it have its own personality.
That's cool. Handcrafted territory. Still, I'm not gonna play survival game.
Player's gonna kind of have to watch where they're going and just keep an eye on where things are. You gotta get out there.
He wants them to remember.
Continue removing us further from it. So it
Oh.
even when the player gets done with the story of the game, they have the option, if they want to at any time, to return to this huge base that they've built and continue meditating and just have a place they can go to, and they're a part of the environment and not.
That's a good notion, but I just can imagine this working as a game mechanic. Broken pieces. It's like the name of the set song.
Armed troops attacked the village and tried to kidnap us all.
What?
Stuck inside this place that doesn't feel like home anymore. I am starting to lose all sense of reality.
Damn. So it is like
If
Life is Strange, but
anybody
minus social interaction.
What we really
What?
wanted the player to feel is the anxiety and loneliness that the main character Elise is feeling.
Many people trying to escape from anxiety and loneliness.
Because there's so many moments where you don't have music. You have to have this constant soundscape of what's surrounding you. We did a lot of
Oh,
recording.
puzzles.
We are very huge fan of puzzle games, of course, and puzzles are very, very interesting because they give you the opportunity to insert story inside it.
Nice game. But
Welcome aboard.
oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Co-owner of Stellax Software, and this is our project, a minimalistic narrative game called Monorail Stories in a modern-day pixel art setting. So, what's the game about?
I remember this.
The game will star two different protagonists, Sylvie and Amal, who live in different cities and travel each day on the same monorail. But they never meet because they travel at different times and opposite directions. Along the way they will meet different people and make different choices, but they don't know they are sharing a common story. Because what one character does on his route has consequences on the route of the other character. So every choice the player makes will have repercussions, every choice will bring the player to a different story and to a completely different ending. But
That's cool.
But we
Yes.
also want to offer something new and not common in this kind of games. So we
Like?
decided to add an innovative asynchronous multiplayer mode, where what one player does on his turn will impact how the story plays out for the other player.
I should remember the third quarter. It's a little strange as they starting the video about what their game is about, and they kind of repeating the same information again.
In a world
That's-
where everybody's screaming so loud, we love to whisper. So we really want to give this kind of experience to players.
Nice, that's nice. It's a cool concept.
This multiplayer mode, you can play it online, or you can play it on Twitch. The
Wow.
streamer plays as one of the two main characters, and one of the viewers can join the game and play as the second character. So really to participate together, so play together with the stream. We spend a lot of time working with this plugin because we really believe
This will happen.
what's the story behind all the passengers, all the other commuters. If I start talking with somebody of them, will my life change? Will their life change?
What if? The most dangerous question of them all, if you watch the time machine. Next game would be about what? Monster Tribe. What is about? There was no narration. It's like just walk around and explore. No. Developer will say what's it all about.
An open world RPG. It's a monster catcher game in kind of like a futuristic native tribe type of setting.
So it's Pokemon when you fight as a whole team.
So in our game, instead, what we've done is we've created a system where monsters drop DNA as a battle reward. You can then take it to the DNA stations, and you can use these to actually revive and resurrect these creatures to then, have them on your team.
What about merging?
Mutations is a mechanic in the game where you can mutate them using resources and items. And so originally it started off as just a way for us to get more variety in monster encounters. That opened up to about 300 different combinations of
Ooh.
creatures. And so we just kind of thought, like, why not throw that into the player's hands? It changes their element, their class, and also their design.
Wow, that's a lot. It looks interesting. Neon Blade. Oh, what's this about? Cyberpunk? Shoot 'em up? Cyberpunk shoot 'em up? Well, it's shoot 'em up. They're shooting stuff up all over and over again. They're melee fighter. Neon Blade. What's the difference between this and the making?
I use the term Metroidvania loosely because it's not a platformer, but it has those kind of elements of an open world map where you explore different areas.
So it's Zelda-like.
So the story, basically, she's an ex-cop and she becomes a gun shop owner as her retirement, and she's dragged into this bigger than herself story of trying to get the ultimate weapon before something. 7 different biomes in it: an abandoned forest, the lone north I call, which is like a snowy biome, a bunker.
Looks good, but not exactly my type. It's Ninja Warrior, but brutal. It seems so. Yeah, like Fall Guys, but you can die horrible death. Oh, you built the track yourself. That's evil. So why are you created this? Is this social commentary on like people prefer entertainment no matter what. Against all odds.
I come up with the idea of having like a Ninja Warrior / Total Wipeout death competition.
Yeah, you pulled it off. Nice little upstarting story. But yeah, I don't like the concept of silly death. Oh, it's farm? It's something about farm? No, it's not. It's not something about farm. Barren planet. Let me guess. It's colonization. Imagine Stardew Valley in space. Ow. And waifus. So many waifus. It is Stardew Valley in space. Well, at least it looks good. Now, do you have to eat a sentient tomatoes? What if you want to make food with them? What if you need tomatoes to make food? Don't you feel conscious? One lonely outpost. I should stop calling these games. Oh, it's Stardew Valley, but in different kind. It's like the whole genre. Animal Crossing like. Okay, I should stop. Oh. Oh, what is this? I wanted to say it's a dark fantasy, but no, it's just fantasy. Elemental armors. Elfin armor of the wood. Nice. 9-year-long course. Which is what? I would like to know. 9 years of shadow. Maybe we should list this on Steam. No. Some survivor game. Let me guess, you're gonna fight against zombies. Giant amount of zombies. Oh look, I was right. They're fighting against zombies, but not a giant amount. Yes, it's co-op, survival game where you have to find resources, build your own base, fight against zombies, humanity Z. And now you will tell us why you decided. I'm sure most people doing video games like this.
The open world is one of the main things because the map is pretty darn huge. I think we're up to 8 by 8 kilometers.
Not many understand what kilometer is. The free people.
One be a builder, one be a combat guy, one be like a farmer, that kind of thing. So yeah, you could kind of mix it up and get the best for like a community.
Oh boy. Loss of progress is never good. Definitely not for me. I really don't like the loss of progress. So it's some fantasy. You can do it! Or not. Sense of aura. Oh, it's Diablo-like. Ah, I remember it was now in early access, is it not? I'm sure it's out in early access. Sense of aura. Content update for early access. Yeah, it's out. It's out in early access. So they not gonna say anything?
But it definitely emphasizes on action RPG being the difficult, kind of brutal, learn to play it kind of way. You definitely.
So it's Souls.
The deaths will become less punishing and they'll come less often as you grow in experience as a player. And we really hope that the people have the willpower to get over that point. We talked about the grind and how difficult the game is.
It means to put a lot of effort.
Every dead end has a reward. If it's loot or armor or reward, whatever.
That's cool. Many developers don't do anything in dead ends, so I just go into dead end and there's nothing there, no chest, no reward.
And then the weapons, there's weapon heads that have an effect, there's the weapon handles that affect the animation and have effects, and then finally there's pommels that all have like a poisoning effect, or like when you hit an enemy there's projectiles that spawn. Being able to build the character you want to play, that was what we wanted to do.
Customization is good. Sense of how. Early access available now. It's not out until its release date for me. So if it's gonna be release date completely, then I will check it out probably at some point. Maybe buy it on sale. Until then, nice animation for what? Tactical battles? Taran's Blessing. So it's tactical battles. Use environments against your enemies. You can put Panda in your team and you fight with skeletons, pushing enemies into the traps. Taran's Blessing. Just a trailer? What's this Don't Starve looking thing about vampires? No, really, it looks a lot like Don't Starve. So what, you farming a day and drinking blood at night? Ah, I see. So you're not in fear at the night. You defeating your crops at night with all the power of the vegan vampire? What? How? How is he vegan vampire? So one of the soldiers of Terracotta Army decided to move and fight. Oh wait, I remember this game. No, it's not out. It was announced somewhere else. But I don't remember much about it. Terracotta. Suddenly there's a bunch of trailers without any explanation what this all. Immersive open world? Oh, in-depth combat system. I don't know, it looks like a mobile game and not a good one. Test drive. Deck building open world survival RPG. Oh, another farm chill game about farming and colonization on Mars this time. I see, they chilling. Mars-based. Wild Monkey Productions. A zombie? Again? How many zombie games can people make? It's automated miniguns and a bunch of stuff. Fight for your life! Again, sort of zombie. Ah, it's tower defense. Nah. I would ignore tower defense because it is tower defense in itself. Blood and zombies. It's early access, it's not available. Adopt a monster with us and raise money for Finder Foundation. Monster taming games that also helps with charity. Star Sanctuary, Horomon, adopt a monster and support a real life animal. Urban Kingdom. I remember this trailer on a chart. Also was interesting one. Cat Cafe Manager. Koromon. The section about all different games. One more island. It's a closing section probably. A bunch of interesting features and some title even released as Symphony of 4. So yeah, I gave you my reactions on everything for today, and there's gonna be more tomorrow, so be sure to watch out. And yeah, I'll probably download this VOD and put it up to sections in different manageable streams that I'll also should trim for as less time as possible. So thank you to everyone who showed up, everyone who watched this VOD, and I'll see you next time, tomorrow probably. Bye!